All right, so we're live again. Today is Tuesday, August 5th. It's 9:23 right now. New York opens in around 7 minutes, give or take. Um, yeah, so we're starting off the day, well, the week with the loss. 190 yesterday, right here, minus 192 in the week. And yeah, so right now we're starting the day off with 49,808. Not too bad. Um, the loss wasn't horrible, but it was, could have I could have planned it out better, but I'm hoping that I can actually get into a how do I say it? I could get into like a better method of executing it. That makes sense. Um, yeah, I think I've been doing well all in all. But yeah, okay, and hopefully the mic's not too loud. I'm just trying to keep it kind of within the yellow range. Hopefully it doesn't just spike up or anything. But yeah, we should be good. Let's see. So So yesterday we traded MNQ, I believe. Took an L on that. So let's see how let's figure this out real quick. Um, here down a little bit. And nah, it's a little too much. Um, I don't think I traded on MES much, to be honest. But yeah, so in MNQ, I'm looking at still this weekly FEG. That's my bias for the week at least. If you zoom into the daily, we also have this previously tapped into daily FEG, as well as a low right here, and then another FEG right here as well that I might want to tap into as well. So I think my daily bias, well, not yet actually. Well, I think um the overall bias is bearish, but I definitely think we want to do something. Um, but yeah, I think we're bearish overall trend, and yesterday I did mark out this equilibrium at this point, and I think right now it is respecting that equilibrium point right here. And I also did call out this FEG that I wanted to tap into this 4-hour FEG, um, as well as these internal 1 hours right here. And there's technically still, I think, an FEG somewhere here in the 4-hour. I think was it right here, yeah. But yeah, it seems to have moved up to equilibrium after sweeping down here. So what I'm gonna be looking for is probably continuation to the downside after being in the equilibrium. Um, so hopefully that's gonna be the trade today. Um, but yeah, up on this point, we're starting to see like over here in these sections, like it's starting to slow down from this movement over here. It has been kind of slow overall, though. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, but all in all, I think it should be once again overall bearish. So looking into the 15 minutes, or before that. Oh yeah, so once again, like I said, this 4-hour, gotta mark it out real quick. 4-hour FEG that is currently respecting. Once again, equilibrium. Um, yeah, it's looking good so far in regards to potential reversal to the downside into the weekly. Um, so let's see. In the 15 minutes, let's see. So we got New York open in about 2 minutes. So New York is gonna be right here. London open at 3. And then Asian was 1800. Okay, so we have a London session low right here. So we have a lot of low we have a lot of liquidity sitting here from this London and this Asian. It seems to be about equal right now. It didn't I don't think it's I mean it possibly swept it, but I think they're fairly equal lows. But yeah, I'm looking at this Asian session low right here, and then this London session low right here. And then we have this London session high right now. And then technically that's both, but I'm going to say I'm going to say hold up. I'm going to say Asian session high up here. We have Asian session low, London session high, Asian session high up here. Um, so it does seem though that that London swept up. It seems London swept up the Asian session high, and it seems there's about fairly equal lows right here, unless it got swept up by London and pushed back up and came back down, which is possible as well. Think about it, probably was what kind of happened, but it's possible also that liquidity sitting right here is point. Um, so market just open, and I either want to see continuation into the downside. So ideally, I want to see it break past this point, and I think this is one of the things I got to work on as a whole. I think what I've been messing up on has been I don't wait enough. It's okay not to take a trade, and that's what I kind of want to work on as a whole. That if I don't see the entry, it's okay. At the end of the day, it's more about making sure that you have a good trade, and then those good trades you commit on. And if you don't, then there's no point in doing it. Otherwise, you just lose money. That's kind of something I'm working on as a whole. But yeah, so once again, it seems right now we might be sweeping down here. This is definitely manipulation to the downside right here. Um, yeah. So I want to. What do I want to see? Possibly, um, push the downside, sweep up, push it back up here, sweep up these highs, and then come push back down. But ultimately, yeah, I think ideally what I want to do is see it push past these lows right here, and probably once again into the downside. Right now, it seems to be respecting also this 1 hour FEG right here. I'm looking at I'm looking at this sweep right here. So push to the FEG, sweep up London session high, possibly Asia session high. I mean, Asia session low, London session low, and then push back down to the downside. I mean, maybe push back up to the upside, sweep up, and then come back down. But I'm not gonna make anything just yet. I'm gonna aim, I guess, for this FEG maybe if I do short. But yeah, I need some confirmation of some sorts. This is a 4 hour right here. Yeah, so I'm looking at these 4 hours right here, really, as potential points of entry, or I mean, or exit. That is. But first, I want to see, I want to see move, do something. Matter of fact, let's see what this did. So I could see that right here we so there's an SMT and MES. MNQ swept up. So we are bearish, it seems. I think we are bearish in the 15 minute. In the 15 minute. In the 15 minute we're bearish. And once again there's also this right here. MT right here as well. Swept up there and yeah. Still in bed. Still in bed. Okay. Yeah, so ideally, like I said, I want to see. Well, so there's an FEG here. So I guess what I would want to see is breaking past this level right here and possibly retrace back in here. And then my stop loss would be somewhere above this FEG. But yeah, right now we're seeing sweeping of London session low and Asia session low, it seems. Or at least London session low. Hmm. We're now dipping into this FEG right here. This 4 hour and this 1 hour. Um, yeah, I think what I'm looking at is for it to push like break and like lows below this to assume going to the downside. But also maybe there is a better refined entry at this point right here. It's slowed. It's been slowing down. But I want yeah I don't. But it's also possible that it's just gonna build liquidity here as well, and I don't want to be stuck in here as well. So I think ideally what I want to look for, yeah, is it's breaking past this point, and maybe even using one of these FEGs as an IFEG to keep on pushing down to the downside, and then we could target um these other FEGs here. Yeah, I'm looking for potential sweeps. Yeah, so we just swept up this we respected the FEG and then we swept up the lows. So hopefully I'm looking maybe to see if we sweep up here or maybe even these highs right here. If we sweep up these highs, I think we're in a good spot. So we just saw manipulation to the downside. We swept up these lows, pushed back up. I would say I would say we're bearish today. But I guess what I want to see is once again either it break past this point or I want to see sweeping of either these London highs right here, London slash Asian session highs, or at least like this low resistance liquidity sitting right here. Oop, and back down. We also just respected this 1 hour FEG right here as well. Push back up. We have an internal 1 minute SMT as well. MES swept, or at least pushed above these. Seems to be currently sweeping, while MNQ hasn't just yet. Um, Ideally, I think I'm looking for us to pick up whatever is sitting here, or or here, and also here, here. Oh, this low resistance liquidity is sitting up. Just boop, possibly even dip into this FEG, take up these highs, and then continue down back to the downside. That would be ideal scenario, but it doesn't always play out like that. So gotta keep an eye on that. But right now, it does seem to have taken. It does seem to have taken this. high right here while respecting this 1 minute FEG. There seems to be a possible change in the state right here, maybe. I guess what I want to see, maybe have a C take up this high. I'm only selling here too because it just took up this high, and because if it could still reach up here, but because we have bearish confluence, very possible that even if it does choose to reach up to these points, after that, after seeing a sweep, it's gonna want to push back down. So I entered at 23377. No, 2338. 338. 1. Wait, 23377. 25. Right there. So highest will go around here. And if it just chooses to push back down, aim is on here. I just want to see how it plays out because it's possible, like I said, it wants to just come up here and take up this London session high. This one should no longer be valid because it already got pushed up above by London high. So doubt is gonna want to go up there. but I might be looking to double down up here, which is 234.4.25. Um, like I said, it's possible they just want to sweep up here and then push back down. I put a limit order at this London high, but for some reason I don't think it's gonna want to. I don't think it's gonna want to push up there. It's possible. It might just retrace back in here, take up this low, and then come back down. But overall trend, I believe, indicates we're bearish. Possibly, yes, we want to enter this FEG, but I feel like that'd be too. I mean, technically it's possible, but I think it's just too deep to go in there, honestly. I'm gonna still keep my sell I'm gonna enter another two up here because I mean it is so possible that it wants to go up, sweep it, and come back down. Um, but I think my overconfidence is bullish. Although I think once again I messed up. I keep getting this like I think I gotta work on my FOMO a little bit, actually quite a lot, because I feel like I should have waited for this to first get swept and then made the change and then enter the trade at that point. Because technically I don't have enough confluence just yet. I think my confluence would have been if this candle closed below this, um then I would have had a change in the state after sweeping up this high right here. And right now, what is I mean? Yeah, none of them have swept up yet, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, like I said, right here we haven't swept. Here we did. think right now we're either gonna take up these low, I mean, take up these high, and take up this high as well. But I'm once again bearish. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna remove my limit sell because I haven't even confirmed that it wants to go down. So there's no point in me putting it so and risking getting cooked. So yeah, let me not do that. Instead, I'm gonna observe how it moves. It's very possible there's one to sweep up here, but because I don't have enough confidence, I don't feel like I should even be taking that trade. This trade in and of itself is already kind of iffy. Um, so yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. So let me not. Hasn't been disrespected just yet, but close to. But yeah, I'm gonna put my stop loss right here. Um, Ideally, I would want to see it respect this 4 hour. Um, but yeah, Yes, that's what we're looking for. That is kind of crazy to think about it. Sunk. It respected the 4 hour and just sunk, which is insane. Actually, no, it disrespected it, but it sunk anyway. Going back to the lows. Is it pushing back in here again to want to sweep again? Thinking about it, would that happen to a good trader now? Let's see. Place this here, place this down here at these lows, and then this right above the high. That could have been a solid trade, I guess. Yeah, they'll have a massive FEG right here, or creating at least. Yeah. Okay, this is how I'm thinking about this. We just came up here, kind of disrespected this 4 hour, but it seems like might still be holding up ish, kind of. We hit equilibrium, so I would feel like we want to. I feel like we wanted to keep on going back down to the downside. Overall trend is bearish. Overall trend is bearish, I believe, towards this weekly FEG. Also partly daily FEG. Um, in the 4 hour once again came up here towards once again equilibrium in confluence with an FEG. Respected the FEG. Created one on the way up. Respected that one as well. We took up the liquidity sitting within the FEG. Went back up and took up some liquidity as well on this level right here. I think I have a good confluence saying that it wants to push down this down here into this 4 hour after respecting this one. If anything, it'll respect this, come back up here, take up these highs, and then come back down. And also, it already took up today's London session low already. Um, so that looks solid, I think. If I see that it pushes and breaks below this, I'm going to aim to um to increase my to enter a little bit more. So I'd be looking at something like an entry around this point, give or take. If we break below these lows, yeah, I'm gonna aim to increase the size as well. I think right now we're looking to hold up. Yeah, probably respect this. To aim towards this FEG right here that we created. 1 minute. Ugh. He seems to be keeping pushing down now. Looks like we kind of used this in IFVG, but I can't tell because it seems to have gotten disrespected in the 4 hour, but seems to somehow be still valid in a way. Um, yeah, I'm looking to see if this candle closed below. Ideally for one, this low and this low, and once again keep on going down to the downside. So it closed below this low. Currently working on this low. We get rid of these. Um, yeah, there's a 1 hour, I believe. Yeah, it's a 1 hour FEG right there. Even though this trade was good in a way, the fact that I didn't follow my the fact that I follow my strategy kind of bothers me in a way. Can it still go down? Absolutely. Is it going to? I can't tell for sure, but you know what? Nah. I did what I could, and I gotta learn somehow to if I did mess up. Maybe I'm not confident enough. Maybe I'm just not confident in myself that I did something right. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I was looking to go push past down so they could confirm that we're going down, but I just had a different confluence. I used this sweeping up this high. Granted, I did come in a little early, but then we see this reversal back down here, pushing past these lows, and right now we're encountering this area. But now I think I want, if anything, I'll add on to the trade, and ideally I'll add into the trade based on the confluence I was going to use earlier. If I break past this low right here, then I'm going to aim for the downside because that would be my confluence. Right now we already broke past this low and this low. Right now we're breaking. We haven't broken, but we're reacting to this low right here. We respected this 5-minute FEG as well. We are reacting to the 1 minute. I mean to the 1 hour FEG, but it's already been tapped into, so I'm thinking it's weaker now than it was previously. But yeah, that's what I want to look at right now. It seems we're breaking past it right now. Haven't closed yet, but we did. I'm looking to see if we retrace back to this FEG right here. Oh, 23,308. No, wait, no. Not yet, not yet. I think it's gonna retrace back. I think it's gonna want to retrace back. I'm probably gonna aim for this, so it shouldn't go past this level right here. Hold up in a 1 minute. Yeah. Probably aim around here. Right above this high and above the FEG. So I went in again at I entered once again at how do I trades? Say where? Um, I kind of want to see what the trades are, but I don't know how to use. Hold on, let me. That was my result 23,306. Where I went in 6. That's 75 right there. Where I entered. That's where I entered, and yeah. I just don't know why it be there, but yeah, this is what I'm aiming for right now. So 23,342 is what I am at. 3,342. This is where I'm at. Solid I think solid RR right here. Once again, I'm aiming for the 4 hour. This 4 hour right here. We could technically sweep the whatever liquidity is here, but I believe once again we're on the downside and we're aiming towards this. And my stop loss is above these highs up here. I think we're looking fine right now. I think we broke past this level right here. And I think I have solid confidence as a whole. But let's see what we want to do. If this works out, this would be I think my biggest win. But yeah, we have to see how this plans out. Just want to make sure we did respect it. So yeah, this one did dip in here, and this one. Yeah. So honestly, I don't wanna. One thing so I think a little problem I have, I think, is for one, I'm not confident in myself a lot, but also two, sometimes I feel like I don't read the chart right. So, or I'm rushing it, or have fear of missing out, and so I'm trying to figure out sometimes which is the one acting on me at the moment. Is it I'm having fear of missing out, or I'm trying to force a trade, or is it just me not having enough confidence? So even though right now I'm at 400 something bucks, which would make up for yesterday's loss, I want to stick to this um because I feel like I have enough confidence to say why it's gonna keep on pushing back down. Um, but yeah, I don't something I gotta work on as a whole, but I'm gonna keep it as it is. Recap on confluences. MES didn't sweep. MNQ did sweep. We're pushing down. There's a 4 hour. This FEG got previously respected. We swept up the lows, didn't have any crazy pushback up, but we also did sweep this internal liquidity right here. And then we kept on pushing down, and we broke past this low. Yeah, we broke past a significant low right here, and we're continuing to downside. And once again, I think we're targeting this 4 hour FEG right here. My confluence, that's my aim. And then on top of that, I think we have some liquidity sitting out here and here as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough to send it right back up. I think it's low resistance liquidity. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. I'm just gonna stick here and see how it reacts to this low right here. Well, I think it's gonna react a little bit at these levels perhaps, but I think it's gonna just like maybe up here a little bit and then come back down. That is gonna go all the way up here, do anything. And once again, we're hunting liquidity. Yes, there's lows here and lows here, but there's a large FEG right here. 4 hour FEG at that. There is this low right here, and this FEG did get previously respected, but you know it could always aim back to that one. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at this 4 hour FEG right here in the large time frame. I'm thinking right now what this wants to do is tap into this FEG and maybe even take up these highs and then continue to come back down. But it seems to be restricting the FEG actually, so maybe not. There's a 1 hour SMT. Also an untapped FVG in the 1 hour in MES. Seems right now it's reacting to this low right here, but it probably has a similar um direction it's aiming for. But yeah, it's an SMT right here. Thinking I should take off half my wins here, possibly. I think it's finally hitting that point, but I'm thinking we still want to go to the 4 hour. This will begin to react a little bit. Maybe even come back up here. Honestly, I wish I knew how to close some contracts, but I have no idea how to. There are 15-minute lows right here. There is this one large 1 hour low right here. But honestly, I still think we still want to go to the 4 hour FEG. I think I'm still pretty confident in that. I'm gonna leave it as it is and just keep on pushing down. But as a safety measure, I'm going to move my take profit down to around this point right here. because it should respect this as it should respect this 1 hour as a IFVG if it didn't want to. So it shouldn't go past this point, honestly. Maybe wick up, maybe take up this high, but past this it shouldn't. Otherwise, we might be looking into a reversal possibly. But yeah, so I'm gonna put a tick profit around this level, which is level is 23, 324.5. 324.5. Hold up, let me not do that because I feel like it'd be messing with me sometimes. 2341.5. Seems we're pushing down right now. Um, like I said, I think once again we're aiming for this 4 hour right here. That's my goal. The aim. We're almost there. We're almost there. And my once again my confidence for it aiming here is for one FEG, previous slow right here, 4 hour FEG. So far this trade is looking really good, but let it be the Lord's will. Um, what occurs? Um. Oh right, I forgot. I have a daily stop limit to in terms of how much profit I can make, which is unfortunate if I'm thinking about it, if I'm honest. But yeah, let me get rid of that because yeah, that's kind of crazy now that I think about it, having a profit at all stop limit. Do 1500 because that's how much I can make anyway. Okay, so let me close the chart real quick. This is definitely gonna hit down here. I'm a little pressed though, Loki, but let me not get greedy. Let me not get greedy. So I should start next day with 5800. So 5819. I could have made another check $200, but we're not gonna talk about that. Um, yeah, we can't get greedy about that. We took a massive dub here. Okay. Granted, I don't know why I like put a stop loss on there, honestly, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Um, but yeah, that was I think a pretty great dub for today. This is what we did. I got locked up because I made too much profit. So basically, I had a profit of 1,000 for some reason. I don't know why. I should have kept it at 1,500. Since I can't make more than 1,500 in a day anyway. But yeah, regardless, I got stopped out my take profit. But yeah, I would have made 12. I would have made 1,200. But yeah, I got stopped out. But I would call that a good day as a whole. I think I had a good confluence, especially at this area right here, where I was indicating that it would go past this point. And in this area, I think I had an idea. I think I had ultimately an idea of what I wanted to do and what I wanted it to do, and so that's what I aim for. But hey, we're 800 above. We're 800 above what we had earlier. This is my biggest win. It would have been bigger, but no, it is what it is. But a dub is a dub, and yeah. So that's what we did. I think, like I said, I think all in all, I think I did pretty well. My trades once again were up here. We're up here after taking up this high. So we took out this high over here. Didn't aim for this. If I had aim for that, it would have wanted to sweep that out and then come push down. So that's why I put my stop loss above that. But once it came above here, honestly, what I should have waited for is to see this movement pretty much right here. Because once it broke past this, then I knew, okay, we're done sweeping. We want to come back down, changing the state, and kept on pushing down. And then once we actually push below this, that's where I would have wanted to enter as well. But you see right here, boom, we did hit here. I would have made 1200s right here if I hadn't had my stop loss. But I think today, all in all, I had a pretty good idea of what the market was gonna do. Um, could have tweaked a couple of things, like I said, but honestly, I think I'm learning, and I think I have to trust my instincts sometimes a little better. But yeah, that's what we got. That's what we at, and yeah, it's done for today. So we should again tomorrow, and hopefully we keep this going on. I want to pass this combine hopefully soon, and yeah. So deuces.